BERNINA L890 has two different ways to select stitches. No matter what screen you are on, start by touching the Home button. We're going to be working through the difference between the guided mode and the expert mode, and you can get there at any given time with that Home button. Here is also other places for getting to settings where you can set up the machine for the way you like it to sew. You also have more of like the onboard tutorials in this area. And one of my favorites, the dress form, allows you to pick different fabrics and then what technique you're going to do on them, and then the machine will make sure that you are set up for the right settings based on the fabric choice. And that's something a little bit more exotic because every fabric is different. So those are all things that you can find when you touch the Home button. Let's go into the difference between expert mode and guided mode. If you feel like you have mastered this serger, you're probably going to just be in the expert mode. Here is where you can scroll through, pick the stitch by its name, and really just overview that you have each of these items set up. When you're ready, you can touch the check mark or touch the needle and thread, and you'll be back to how to finish setting up for tensions if you need any minor adjustments once you start testing on your fabric, and how easy it is to know what your stitch length and differential feed should be. Now, if all of that didn't make any sense to you, let's go back to the Home button and start working through guided mode. If you're looking at the last stitch, you can come up to the stitch menu, come back out to the beginning, and let's start with the first stitch, the 4-thread overlock with integrated safety seam. When you select this, you're going to notice a gray screen with step-by-step instructions. So at each of these, this is what I was talking about for easy setup. Go through each of these guided steps, do each step, and your machine will be perfectly set up, ready for the stitch you've picked. So first things would be first, lift up the presser foot, and then each step will have an arrow pointing to the right. No unthreading required, so just go ahead and touch that. You're identifying which foot you have on and to change it if you don't. But here is something nice. When you are noticing there is a video, you can go ahead and touch the video and it will show you, for example, how to change the presser feet. So yes, though we are doing all these videos, everything you really need to know is built into the BERNINA L890. And they have done a wonderful job showing you step by step with close-up videos how to do something at that point. This is going to be very helpful if you've never done the cover stitch part of using a serger. You will be able to step by step be able to follow what they're recommending. If they are telling you for here, it says adjust the foot pressure. So you can come up to the top of the machine and adjust the foot pressure. Same thing, a video showing you where that knob actually is. I'm going to push pause and X out of that video. Next page, which needles need to be placed in the machine? We need the left needle and the right needle. These 3 needles to this side will be when you are in the cover stitch mode. Once again, a video will play showing you how to insert or remove needles. Do you have the knife engaged or disengaged? Here we have it active. Adjusting the cutting width, what should it be set at? I know, isn't this amazing? Attach the knife cover insert, and each of these will get easier and easier, leading you to be in that expert mode in no time at all. Double check that everything has been done. The last setup for the stitches, which tensions you will be using, and then when you touch the green check mark, you are back to where you can see what everything is set up for, and actually just where the tensions are set. Those are internal tensions, so you can adjust them with the buttons by your tension color as needed. But if you are using the same brand of thread in all 4 locations, you actually shouldn't have to adjust the tension. I will tell you, quality thread makes a difference. We've talked about that in other videos, and that will help make it so you don't have to change too much. Once you're ready to stitch, with everything set up, this machine is near flawless and ready to stitch any of those stitches. To get back to other stitches, touch the stitch menu. You can go ahead and X out of here, get back to the folders, and continue on to other overlock stitches or cover stitches, or a combination of both cover stitch and chain stitch, like for when you're doing a 3-thread with chain stitch options. There's multiple choices in there. So there is 3 sections. We're going to be going first into all the videos that are associated with the overlock stitches. Probably the majority of what you're going to use the serger for. Of course, a lot of you will be using that cover stitch, and once you master that, it is so wonderful. And this is probably one of the easiest machines that I have used that allows me to switch between cover stitch and overlock super, super easy. Now we have links below to all the videos that you can start watching from the beginning on the BERNINA L890 free video tutorial playlist on YouTube. We also have other recommendations for other classes where we get our quality thread, and those links you can find in the description. I hope you'll check out all of our free video tutorials, plus we have online courses too to help you master your sewing machine and embroidery machine as well.